Good morning and Happy New Year. So I have not done an end of year, kind of end of year video, and I'm not going to do a what's coming video, but I suppose I can cover that in a way right here. Most of the things I will be doing on my channel for 2025 will be my own games. Once in a while, of course, I will throw out there a Stratomatic game in my 1985 set or 77 set or a little season ticket football or whatever. But I will be continuing. Most of what I do on the channel will be featuring my own games. I prefer my games. I mean, I invented my games because of preference. So you will see more of my own games in action over the next year. That is a goal. Again, like all New Year's goals, we'll see how strongly I can stick to that, right? Anyway, that doesn't mean there won't be Drive Time Football on the channel, and there won't be all this. Of course there will be. But don't be surprised if most of what I put up pertains to what I'm doing with my own, either game design or with playing my own games. Now, with that said, let's cut to the quick. I have completed the full simulator for Big Country Football Time. So there's Football Time, and there's been multiple versions of Football Time, and then there's Big Country Football Time. That is the only edition available free here on Google Drive. It's also now the only edition available in in book form, right? So I'll talk about the latest book for those who might not be up to date on the latest book. But anyway, I completed the full sim. So for those who want to play, don't confuse Big Country Football with Big Country Football Time, right? They're two completely different game engines. They just feature the Big Country universe. Okay, so Big Country Time Sports 2025 edition. This is the current book that's available. I've made it free right here, 2025 edition. There is no more support for anything else. So if people ask questions, hey man, how do you do the hockey and blah blah blah, it's this edition. So be aware, I'm not paying attention to any of the old versions, right? That doesn't mean you can't ask questions, of course, but be aware that these are out here, and this is ultimately what I'm going to support when I talk about the games, etc. But I have finished what is called Big Country Football Time Offensive Charts. This allows you to play complete game with your Big Country football teams. These use a 11 to 66 chart. You use your grade, your game grade. So again, my A offense versus the B defense leaves me with a C offense, and I will use the C offensive chart for everything for a full game with my team versus the other team. Let's say the other team factors out to an A chart. They're going to use the A chart for the whole game. Use your favorite football field and your favorite markers. Use your favorite time. The time sequence in this is 16 possessions. It is designed to go with the quick possessions of the base game. So you will use 16 possession quarters. Obviously, you're free to edit that up or down to your heart's desire. I would just recommend if you go up to 6 for the full sim, then you also go to 6 possessions for the base sim. Okay. And so let's take a look at these charts. They are completely free here, of course, and they are designed to be played with this version of Big Country Football Time, the 2025 edition. These are also featured in a new PDF that I'm about to put on Lulu, Big Country Football Time Complete Game. And it will be a single book of just Big Country Football Time and all of these features. Okay, so it'll be just taking Big Country Football Time and isolating it into its own 45-page book. Okay, so here are the charts. I start with C because it's the most common. Very simple. It's 1st and 10. So you'll return the ball out based on net for your team. So let's say I get the kickoff and my team's a C, so we return it out to the 25. I choose not to try to return it for a TD, and I have the ball 1st and 10 at my own 25. Mark it on my favorite field or game log, and then I roll a 3d6. 2d6 we're going to be used for 11 to 66 range, so one will be, say, red 10s, and white ones, and then the third die, let's say, is black. That's going to dictate who might be involved in the play. So we roll 11 to 66. Let's say I roll 43. 43 is a pass for 13 yards. Let's say it says 5 on the D6, the black D6. 5 on the black D6 on a reception is the split in. So 13-yard pass to the split in. It is now 1st and 10 at the 30. Was that 13? 38. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. We roll again. Let's say I roll 65. That's an 11-yard run. And let's say it's 3 on the black 6. That run is by the fullback. So the fullback gets the handoff up the gut. Bam, tears through, picks up 11 yards. And now it is 1st and 10 at the 44. So very quickly we're moving down the field here with my C team, right? And that's all you do. Complete production. And then again, there's a B chart for B teams that equal out to B's. There's this A chart for teams that equal out to A's. There's the special teams net charts. These are nets. So an A team punts will always be a 40 net. That's it. That factors the opponent's punt return in. Kickoffs for an A team are always going to be brought out to the 30. F teams are always going to be brought out to the 20, etc. Right? These are again. This is a simulator that is based on the actual quick play. So you have to play it to see how it will wind out over the course of games. Interception return, same thing. An A team is going to get 15 per return. An F team will get 7, right? And field goals, this is where a team is automatically allowed to try a field goal. 38 or closer for an A team, 30 or closer for an F team, and then you still have to roll. If you roll a 1, it automatically misses. That's it. So the only way to miss is a 1. But you got to get to their opportunity, right? So an F team still has to work harder to get a shot at a field goal, right? Now, any punt, kick, interception, or fumble can be returned for a TD on a roll of 6. You must make this decision before you drop the dice. If they fail, the ball is fumbled back to the offensive team and the possession continues. So let's say I make a note before this third drive that the defense will attempt to return any fumble or punt or interception back for a touchdown. Let's say I happen to roll an interception. Automatically, I look at the black 6 automatically, and it says 6. They returned it back for a touchdown. So it was picked off, pick 6, and that's it. That whole possession is resolved as a pick 6. But let's say it was a 3 on the black die, then that would be an interception. It would have been picked off, returned back the 15 yards or whatever by the opponent, and fumbled immediately away back to the offense. That's the risk of trying to get that 17% return chance, right? You have to say it before the dice are dropped, or pick up the black die and roll it again if you don't want to try to guess every single, what the defenses might be trying to do on every single drive. So you can always pick up that black 6 and roll it again. But again, if it's not a 6, it's automatically fumbled back to the offense at the new line of scrimmage, and we continue that possession from that spot. You don't actually you can make a note that the quarterback threw a pick and it was fumbled back, but you're going to continue that possession. You're not going to punish the offense with a loss of that possession, and you're not going to punish the intercepting team with a loss of a possession. So basically it would become a hiccup in their drive, right, with the line of scrimmage changing, right? Very simple. The D charts are here, the F charts are here, and then the third D6 player allocation tables. This tells you who got the sack, who got the fumble, who got the interception, who got the reception, the carry. There's a legend. And then, of course, how the rules work are right here. And then the offensive production charts legend right here. And there you have it, folks. That is the add-on for complete game production now. So you can now play Big Country Football Time with the first half of the game, just doing your quick rolls. Second half of the game, you can now drill in and play every snap. Or you could literally do one possession quick and the next possession, a full sim or whatever, right? I'd recommend that you play full games out, like your title games or your weekly games or whatever, and still use your normal. And that's not to forget that the actual rules also have a score per quarter feature too, so you can really do super fast, or full sim now. As this. Oh, damn. Somehow I got Oh, that's the book. I was like, what? How's basketball in the football manual? It's not. It's the full game. Let me get to football. Here we go. Oh my God. It's like, what the hell? How is basketball in here? Mess my head up here. We're looking at the actual 2025 book of all the big country football games. So let's get down here to football, and I'll show you what I mean. And you'll notice on the actual complete game sim charts, so now everything's completely compatible. There is no reason you need to change games. I mean, you can use this for all of your off-season, your career, your changes to your teams, rosters, everything. Plus, you can even now play those games out in full. All right. So what you'll notice, too, on the A charts in the full sim, there is no interception on those charts. There are fumbles on those charts, all right? And that way, an A team in the fast sim game has the same opportunity of throwing an interception in each version. So you won't see an A team quarterback throw a pick in either version of the sim, right? And the same with fumbles. You won't see a D team fumble the ball away or an F team fumble the ball away, but they will throw picks, right? So your scores, or your interceptions and fumbles, should match up. So an A team, whether you're going from the full sim to the back to the quick sim, you will not see, and now you can still get a pass touchdown with these guys in the full sim, because you can score a pass touchdown on an 8-yard pass, right? Okay. So anyway, there's that. And then there's still the score per quarter, right? If you just want to roll to see how much points A scored in the first quarter, you roll and they score 7, and you move on to the next quarter, etc. So there's technically 3 ways of scoring your teams in Big Country Football Time now, right? Okay, they all use 16 possessions unless you're doing the score by quarters, which are just a roll for the score and move to the next quarter. All right, so there it is. So the entire book. I made this free before Christmas. 114 page, all 9 Big Country Sports titles were made available in this PDF free a few days before Christmas. So hopefully everybody's able to get that and enjoy that. December 18th, I made that available. So I've been working on how to convert, my Big Country Football Time teams, for other games. And I'm like, why? For Big Country Football, there's a conversion chart now, by the way, that is available in the new book. How to convert your Big Country Football Time teams to this game or back to the other game, right? However, I decided I wanted an actual football simulator for Big Country Football Times Complete Football. So now you're rolling snap to snap production, and it's very simple, but it will give you the complete options and the complete product that way, right? So hopefully you guys can enjoy this little feature. So there you have it. It is made available here. I will put a link to grab this. Actually, let me go back one. I'm going to put it right here, Big Country Time Sports. There it is. So let's go back. I'm going to put a link to this to get both these items, and I'll put a link in the video description box below. You can click that link, come up here, and grab both the complete free book with all my games in it and the new offensive charts for making Big Country Football Time a football simulator. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful new year. Again, I will be focusing 90% of my channel on my games, whether that is playing my games or design and development conversation about anything new I'm working on, or providing add-ons or tweaks or ideas or whatever. Most of my channel is going to be committed to my own games. I design games because of personal preference, right? What isn't out there? What do other games not do, or how are they not like the kind of thing I would like to be playing? And if they're not out there, necessity is the mother of invention, and that's why I ultimately ended up creating Flash Football in 1995 and 6, and why I create what I create now. Boxing games are amazing out there, but all 3 of my boxing games I prefer to anything else on the planet, and that's the way it should be. That's why I invented them. So right. So anyway, that doesn't mean you won't see me drop some Stratomatic around here and some season ticket and things like that, but if that is primarily why you're here, because you think I'm going to play 400 Stratomatic football games, then you're going to be disappointed. Okay. All right. Everybody out there, have a wonderful holiday, And we'll see you again. Bye bye.